Once you install the plugin, as you have seen in the previous video, you will be presented with a list of dashboards when you go to this particular menu. Now, the list of dashboards are actually separated out into two main categories. One is the sales category and the second one is the product category. And we'll be adding more dashboards, but for now these are the categories. So let's say, and each of the dashboards are pretty standard. So let's say I click on the sales KPI, and what you see is on the top you'll see a period selector. So you can select rolling 12 months from year to date. You can pick what the date range you want, or if you want to override, you can pick a custom start and end date. And this particular KPI dashboard shows in a nutshell how your current sales status is, like completed orders. Each of the order status have a corresponding metric value associated, and that is being displayed. And over here is a very compact table that lists you how many orders and total value. So at any given day you wanted to come and see how your store is doing, this would be one of the dashboards in your go-to list. Similarly, now let's say if you wanted to go into more detail, you can click on the sales summary. Now this actually gives you a trending information. So you can pick the order status, like you can say I want to see any processing, any refunded. So you can pick individual status of the order, and the same pickup for the period, and then you can pick start and end date. You can pick an order metric, whether you want to see it by the value, the total value of the order, or you want to see the count of the number of orders. And then there is a very interesting view by. So you can, if you have a multi-year, if you have a very old store and you have multi-year history, you can pick by year, and immediately it will switch the year mode. You can pick the month, you can view by quarters, so you can see how your store is doing every quarter and so on. And at the bottom you see the same information in a tabular. The table now allows us to see more detailed information, so it gives you the same information at the same granular level and you get to see more metrics about it. Now let's see the other one. So these are some of the other dashboards like Treemap. You can get to this, and it gives you metrics aggregated at the state level. So you can zoom in, and as soon as you zoom in, it will show you drill down information at the bottom table, so you can see exactly who the customer, what made up that particular, and then you can, every table that you see comes with an Excel export option. Let's go back to, so this is a very standard, like you see the sales by country. If you have a multinational store and you sell to multiple destinations throughout the world, you can use this kind of dashboards to view your sales. And if you want to see, if you're just selling to within the United States, you can use this. And every dashboard, for example, has the same set of standardized filters, so you can pick the same thing and you have the same order status, so you get to see more detail for each status of your order. Now here is one interesting one. So it's a sales KPI, sales heat map. So this actually tells you what are my the same, if you remember the sales trending dashboard, this is kind of similar, but it is split by the hour of the day. So you can see during which part of the day you get the orders, and you can see the heat map. And again, it has a drill down. So let's see, if I click on this, you can actually see what contributed to that particular sales hour. And then let's go back to this. This is one of the interesting ones. This actually gives you how your it allows you to play with your data. So basically you can pick the dimension. You can say I want to see by country, and I want to see by state, and then so you can see how your sales are flowing, how your product sales are flowing across states, and what is, you can see the current relationship from one to another. So this is very interesting. You can play around with it. So you get a set of dimensions that we have filtered for you, and then you can easily, and all of them they have the same, so you can pick and choose what you want. And similarly, we have this top listings, which could be very interesting. It actually gives you what are the top products, what are the top categories, top tags, top cities, states, everything that we thought could be interesting. We added to this dashboard. And then coming back to the pivot table, so this one is a very good way to see how your sales by products. So you can see the high level category, you can see the SKU and the item name, and then you can see the total metrics, quantity, line total, discount, and everything. And again, you can filter it by individual product, or you can do it by all, and you can filter it by the order status. So this, and then just go and play around with it. And if you feel like if you're missing some information, if you think that certain kind of dashboard could be a very good fit, please let us know. Thank you.